This time's for you. Are you guys ready? Okay then, begin!
それでは第9回戦この8000分
Yeah, let's get started. It's Wednesday. It's 8 o'clock. You know what the time it is. We got somebody early. Shout out to you for watching. You know, we'll talk about that old gen versus that new gen. You know, so maybe Spider came here, aka Mr. AKA the head of the table. Saw that good shit today. What's up with y'all? What's going on?
I just need to say this before we get into it, because we're not talking about the most overrated characters today. But my guy Rock Lee, overrated as fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Overrated, wasted potential. However you want to put Rock Lee.
This is not what this is about today. This is just really just uncalled for.
He just felt as though he needed to put it out there.
I guess all I'll say is I appreciate everybody on this call right now, you know, because I just wanted to dive into this topic, change it up a little bit, and try to spread some more general information and discussion in the anime community just about these topics in general. Because I know it can get very toxic.
Hey, Ken, real quick, this ain't streaming on my page, bro. Just to let you know, so I can't turn on my comments or nothing. Just letting you know.
Oh, there you go. But I didn't set it up.
Gonna throw it out there because I know the comparison is alive. I know the character fights and all that. So I just like let's just go ahead and throw it all in the bin. Go ahead and start with it. And so I guess to sort of break the ice, I got like just a general question for everybody. Taking all of New Gen, as you know, just on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put New Gen? Like just in general.
New Gen,
New Gen is up there.
That's a crazy hard question to even answer.
We got to start off the discussion somewhere because everybody can think of their New Gens. Like, okay, well, just in general, because we're going through the plots, we're going through the characters.
Oh, real quick, real quick for everybody's watching, we're placing old Gen at 1990 to 2006. You know, we're placing New Gen at 07 to current 2022. So that's where we're placing everything at. That's where we're making our comparisons at. So, you know, new gens are hitting where they're hitting. I mean, the money's different. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it looks pretty. Different. It looks pretty.
So you saying
but you can't say you can't.
You saying they get carried by animation?
That's why I heard from Demon Slayer. So they just had good animation. They got
I'm not starting.
But you know.
Who said that?
I need y'all to introduce. Hold on. I real quick. I need y'all to introduce yourselves. Introduce yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Let them know who's talking and who's doing all that stuff.
Hey man, it's the comment KHAN_man.510. Catch me on IG. Catch me Universal Debates. Catch me on What It Sound Like, and catch me on here at the round table.
Yes, sir.
Yo, it's Taizuku. I appreciate everybody watching. I'm about to clown around with these knuckleheads, you know.
9.5 out of 10.
I'm not even cap to you. I'm finna talk to you about My Hero. Anyway, your boy Monray.
But My Hero's at least leader of the new school. I mean,
yeah, it's the leader, but anyway,
who said that?
Monray Hudson, your boy from TikTok, you both Instagram, Mr. Podcast himself. You know, catch me on the Blerd Cartel. You can catch me on Overall 99. You can catch me on Broke Ugly Dudes. I'm here all day, ready to come with the smoke. My Hero, I do feel is overrated. I'm sorry for anybody that's watching. I'm sorry if you feel otherwise. My Hero is overrated. Like it is, and the fandom is ridiculous.
When I do is overrated.
It is. Like I'm going to say it. Like if I'm going to break down something about New Gen, My Hero is overrated. Like,
we're not gonna say it's overrated.
It's crazy.
Now I'm not saying like it's not like a good anime, but people putting My Hero as like, I don't even know if My Hero is it's not the best New Gen anime. I can kill that right.
I said I didn't listen. I said it's the leader of the new school. That's all.
It's probably the most popular. I would say it's struggling.
I might change my rating, bro, to be honest, because I said he asked that question 1 out of 10. I instantly said new 10 for new generation, but then you saying this the leader of the new gen. Then it's like
My Hero
leader
is
of
the
new
most
school.
popular New Gen anime. I'm not going to fight that. Is it the best?
No.
I would say it struggles to be top 3. Just to be honest with you, like
honestly,
it can't struggle to be top 3. It is top 3. We're not doing this.
At this point, it's went the route of if you like.
We're not doing this on Beyonce's internet.
Sasuke, you're not important. It's when it went the route of if your name is not Deku or Todoroki.
All right.
Even Bakugo.
Listen. We're not unorganized. We are organized. So just like we're going to off this template right here. So we're going to apply and writing. Who wins between old school and new school for plot and writing? So everybody has their years they need to settle in on. Who wins a plot and writing?
For plot and writing, it's new school.
Definitely old gen. Definitely easily.
New school easy.
Old
new
school?
Easy.
Yeah, there's only 3 plots in old school anime. It's something happened to my loved one. I need to save them. It's we're at war and I have to come to terms with that. And I'm a magical person saving the day as a superhero. Those are the only plots.
So what would you call it in Inuyasha?
Scooby-Doo.
What we call it?
It's a magical plot, and I gotta save somebody.
He's the magical hero saving the day.
Code Geass is not a magical hero saving the day. I promise you.
He's not a magical
hero. We're at war, so I gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
He just said it. We're at war. We gotta deal with it.
Code Geass is not hero saving the day.
We're at war. We're at war, and we gotta deal with it. He just said
it's
it.
Way more complex.
We're at war, and I had to deal with it.
It's a lot more complex than that. So so what would you call My Hero then? Isn't that the same thing? We at war? Is that not a thing, bro?
Code Geass, we're at war. We had to deal with it. Rurouni Kenshin, we're at war. We got to deal with it. I'm just like,
that's fair.
Yu Yu Hakusho, we're at war. We got to deal with it.
So what's the difference with My Hero?
Zoids, we're at war. We got to deal with it in a competitive standpoint.
But Yu Yu Hakusho, he's the magical person that has to save the day. He's the third plot.
So
and we're at war. We got to do this too in the fourth season. In the fourth season, they're at a war.
I can't hear you right now.
The dark tournament?
All right, I'm gonna let them slide.
You said what, Craig?
All right, hold on. To answer
My Hero.
Jordan's question, to answer Jordan's question, Death Note is old school. So, Death Note is a magical. Well, Death Note is the magical equipment that does shit.
Magical equipment, boy. When I say y'all simplify some of these anime, I promise. Like,
that's what I just said.
Is it not?
To save the day. Oh my gosh.
I just said it's a magical equipment that does shit. I mean, that's not what Logan said. That's his vibe.
Okay. So in that instance, what new school doesn't classify as those categories?
Thank you.
Kotaro.
Fire Force.
We're at war.
Superhero to save the day. Next.
That has so.
He didn't say that. It is a little. He knows it's a little deeper than that.
In the same thing.
The Code Geass is not deeper than that. Fire Force is deeper than
I just said it's a war. No. With Code Geass, I said it's a war. We got to deal with it.
And we can literally say they're at war in Fire Force. We can literally say it's a superhero because he even
not
says
really.
I am a hero throughout the entire.
Now, if you said it, if you said that in Attack on Titan, then sure, we're at war. We got to deal with it.
I can say Fire Force is literally this man is a hero.
What about Way of the House Husband?
Against the things that. Oh my gosh!
Not House Husband.
Okay, deal. Oh, y'all funny. Y'all funny.
I'll give you that.
Funny. Yeah,
You asked me to name them. I'm naming them. Just
I gave
saying.
you one.
I couldn't hear you.
Tokyo Revengers, we're at war. We gotta deal with it. Right?
But you can't say the same thing because it's not really a high tier anime for the new gen. I could say Bamboo Blade. Nobody knows that. You feel me? Nobody's watching these two animes saying that don't fit the format.
We're not talking about specifically high tier
Bamboo
anime.
Blade was
just my opinion. You guys got your own opinion. That's cool.
It's Ojin. So that's what I'm saying. You put Bamboo Blade, that doesn't fit the format that he just said. Okay. And you said House Husband, that doesn't fit the format. But who's watching these animes? That's the point.
No, I mean, I got
a lot of people watching the House Husband. I'll let you know that.
So it's 1 point each. It's one for Ojin, one for New Gen.
Where does Cowboy Bebop fall it?
I mean, Ojin.
Yeah, so
no, it's definitely Ojin, but he's talking about
he ain't no hero. They ain't at war.
I never watched Cowboy Bebop, so I don't know what to tell you.
I'm so disappointed in you. I'm so disappointed in you.
All right, for what? What are we talking about? We're talking about story.
You ain't never heard about the origins of the Bebop, bro?
Nah.
Plots and story. I'm sorry, plots and writing. So it's all about really, it's all about really. It's like Spice for Redemption, right? At the end of the day.
Oh, it's
Julia.
A lot of anime.
No, it's Julia. Come on, cut the bullshit. It's Julia dies and then Spike goes out to kill Vicious. Pretty much, that's all it is. So it's just like
Spike doesn't fight and kill Vicious. That doesn't happen to the last 3 episodes of the show.
I'm just saying. So he's just doing hijinks. He's doing
23.
He's doing hijinks beyond that.
All of that backstory, Jet's backstory with his ex-wife and finding all that. Bro, what? Faye's backstory with she found out she's amnesia. Dude, you can
talk to him.
You're saying
talk to him.
You're saying don't say Cowboy Bebop for just story and just like this is your main point for story.
It's way more.
You can say
story.
How I would expect you said monster or something like that for story. Just
that's another example.
Yeah, I respect that more.
I'm gonna throw a curveball out here and just point out that One Piece has existed in more new school years than old school years and will continue to do so. Isn't that interesting?
Because it won't end.
No, what's your point with that?
Because it won't end.
It's like it started as old school, but it's continuing to move into the new school, unlike many of these other series.
Boruto's still there.
One Piece is
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball
Super.
Like One Piece.
Dragon Ball Super is a completely different series. One Piece is the same series.
I would say let's not. Yeah, I'm with him. Dragon Ball Super is an abomination. No.
I mean, but
Dragon
these are continuations, bro. These are continuations.
Because I would say that Boruto is a completely different show than Naruto.
But that's different. It literally has a different.
They're both a sequel.
Actually, Dragon Ball Super is a reboot.
Like they're both direct sequels.
All right, so for writing in plots, we gotta go old school, obviously, right? Because they don't have.
But
they don't have
some good ones. I'm not knocking that.
They don't have the animation quality of new school, so they gotta depend on the writing to carry them at that point.
I don't know about.
I mean,
that
you can look at
some old school are good animation, but they not competing with stuff like
they don't have new school color, and they don't have new school resolution. But some of that animation's 100% better. And some of those
they're not competing with a couple like
some of those arcs.
I can't really think of an old school generation anime that had nearly as good as animation as new gen. I can't recall one.
Yu Yu Hakusho is such a stylish show. There's so
but you think their animation is competing with new generation?
Yeah.
My Heroes and Demon Slayer animation kills mostly every old school anime I can think of.
Yeah, old school.
I
don't agree with that.
In animation, they losing this one. I'm gonna be honest.
That's not really a show.
It's like the closest good animation I can think of that resembles some of that.
Yeah, I think people get distracted by flashy stuff. Like Gurren Lagann falls like right at the tail end of our old school list, and that shit looks just as good as a ton of the shit that comes out nowadays.
I would agree.
I would name the two shows I know that's carrying when it comes to animation. To me, carrying animation is probably like Demon Slayer and My Hero. And I can't think of
Gurren Lagann
is better than like
new
shit that's out right now.
Because I'm even I think Super is an abomination. I'm not counting it in Z because the argument I can make is Dragon Ball Z had plot.
True.
It's not. Yeah, it's like an 8 out of 10 plot. No, but it had a plot that it follows from Dragon
Ball. You talking about the new gen animation?
Super is just.
No, we're talking about story and plot. I don't want to hear animation.
Z has a plot.
Only thing I say about
Super is an abomination. Like it is no plot. It's literally being carried by forms and fights. That's literally all Super is.
What was the plot for Z?
Like Z's plot continues from Dragon Ball. That's the thing about it. Like you have to tend to forget, whether it be like from Piccolo's gradual transformation from being like the #1 enemy at the end of Dragon Ball to literally being Gohan's protector. Everything from their foreshadowing of Piccolo being a Namekian and them using the Dragon Balls in the Namekian saga after the freaking Saiyan saga starts. Everything from Goku having inhuman abilities from the beginning of Dragon Ball to that being explained in the first 3 manga of Dragon Ball Z, where Raditz comes to the Earth and tells them, "You are a Saiyan, you are not an Earthling, and this is where your powers come from." It all starts from Dragon Ball. It even has foreshadowing from why Gohan was showing all of his hidden potential from the Saiyan saga all the way through the Frieza saga, to where at the end, which is the most glorious moment in our Dragon Ball history, with that Kamehameha wave, is why it hit so hard, because Gohan had been building up to that moment for 3 arcs. Like, it had everything in it. And
not to mention,
now even the thing about Boo, not to cut you off, I'm finished. The thing about Boo, the Boo saga isn't as good, but it wasn't supposed to be made. But the thing that people tend to like not give the Boo saga credit for is that Vegeta gets his completion of a side character because of the Boo saga. Like his moment in the Boo saga is literally what completes his entire storyline. Everything from his sacrifice to him giving into the power to betraying Bulma and killing random people, fighting Goku, all the way up until the end where he admits Goku is the better man. All that comes from that. So I can say Z and Ball had a story and was fine. Super don't got nothing. Super is just there. Like that just came out of freaking left field. So
I agree.
Well, yeah, and on the Gohan thing about the story in Z, it's also important to point out that with Gohan's final Kamehameha, he finally defeated Goku's arch nemesis, the Red Ribbon Army. So it's like, I mean,
man,
that's
you
nuts.
Brought up a good one. You brought up a good one. The fact that the Red Ribbon Army, that entire arc came from something Goku did in Dragon Ball when he wiped the army and Zero survived. Like all that, like it built up from Dragon Ball. All that stuff came from there. Whether it be the origin of sensu beans, all that stuff came from there. Like
all right, so plot and writing. We're just getting old school now. So is there any new school that can get? We're talking 07 to now.
Plot.
Yeah, what we were talking about right then. I don't
turn on Attack on Titan now. What's going on?
I don't think
Attack on Titan got convoluted after a while. Like at the last season.
It to me it ruined it. Like it gets convoluted.
Do y'all feel like JoJo is anywhere in this conversation?
Yeah, absolutely.
JoJo's there in animation, not in plot.
JoJo's funny.
I like JoJo. I mean, some seasons are better than others with plot because they've got different themes. Yeah. But like JoJo is also old school and new school because like most of JoJo was written like 20, 30 years ago. So like, I mean, JoJo's like One Piece is one of those things that transcends the barrier and is going to continue to do that in the coming years as they finish it.
I'll ask this: Is Attack on Titan the best new school written anime?
No,
I think so. I think so. What's better than Attack on Titan as far as writing? I think that's the only thing that really made me a fan of it was the writing. So what do y'all feel
that's
like?
The problem with it. If your writing is what carries you and you ruin it at the end of your show, I can't give you that credit.
So whoever takes it for writing,
we can say the same thing about Game of Thrones, but it's still amazing. It's still Game of Thrones at the end of the day. You feel me? Like
until they ruined it,
but it's still amazing.
Until they ruined it. Like to me,
the whole thing.
Like that's the thing about it. Like the end of your journey validates the journey. Like if the end of your journey literally is like not, it doesn't have to be bad. Like if it's just an okay ending, that's fine. But if the end of your journey is bad, not to mention for Attack on Titan, there are problems with the last like arc and the last season in and of itself. So literally, like the way the side characters are treated and changed up in a lot of ways, the convolutedness of the time travel dealing with Eren or whatever. Some people got problems with his thing with Mikasa where he tossed the arm in at that place. I'm not gonna talk about that. Like some people got issues with all that kind of stuff, but then the ending itself and how it made.
But it's like it's crazy. It's crazy how you can name 5 old school animes that are better written to the one new school anime. So you can name like you could say Monster. You could say Monster, Berserk, and like a couple. Like the way Berserk is written is just like insane. So it's just like.
And then this thing that gets me now. I love Black Clover.
And I'll say, and I'll be the first one to say it. The original Naruto, the way it's written, has to be up there a little bit. Just like if you look at Sasuke as a character and the way he's written,
amazing.
Not necessarily Naruto. Naruto is a good written character as he is, but Sasuke as a character. He's up there. I mean, the whole thing, just as a whole, after the retrieval arc, they could have ended the show, but Shippuden came out in 2007, and then we got that.
I just don't get why people feel like that, because I feel like a lot of anime characters are just recycled tropes from other shit. Like to me, Sasuke is just a slight spin on like Darth Vader. He's just like the good guy that turns evil. Like, and then he comes back to the good side. Like, I don't really like
Sasuke Hiei, allegedly.
Yeah, like right. You don't see it because they're ninjas now, but like before they were like space wizard sort samurai shit. Like, but like a lot of those characters are like the same character. Like, it's just like Naruto is like a good written character, but Naruto is just he's a typical Jesus archetype. He's the Jesus archetype that's the savior that like it's been used 1,000 times, and it's like
he's only the savior because Jiraiya says so, allegedly.
Yeah, but he's not. What I'm saying is like I don't feel like a lot of anime characters are particularly well written in general. Like I feel like comparing them against a lot of other mediums, they're horrible actually. Like especially books. Like it's just not even close.
Well, Logan, I'll ask you this: what's a well-written character? Is it concise to the episodes or just the overall lore of the show? And I say like episode to episode, just like he'll gradually get better, or the lore just like catches up to him when it feels like it needs to catch up to him.
After he answers that, I'm gonna say something.
To me, it's the lore and the general scope of who that character is and the legacy of who that character is, because that speaks to their personality. Like, for instance, if we were going to use the character Hercules in a series, right? Because of the kind of things Hercules has done, we already get a sense of his personality. But if I just put the shit Sasuke's done on a piece of paper, you'd be like, this guy's all over the fucking place. He wouldn't be a consistent character. He would be a plot device most of the time. And I don't like that, because to me, that's not good writing. That's you, like you're saying, like episode to episode, you're deciding who this character is, but that's not how real people and real characters are. Characters should be consistent, or at least have like one turn, not like a turn every time the writer feels like they should have a turn.
I think
Sasuke had a consistent theme through every episode. That was his theme, just like get revenge for his clan.
Good writing is the fact that outside of the scope of Sasuke, outside the scope of Naruto, outside of those characters, there are amazingly written characters, and that's what makes the main character so interesting. The whole fact that he's going against his brother, or his whole arc is about getting vengeance about to his brother, and then we find out that Itachi is really somewhat an anti-hero. You know what I mean? Like, he sacrificed his whole image, his reputation, his whole clan for the sake of the Leaf Village. You get what I'm saying? So his enemy wasn't really his brother. I mean, technically, wherever your politics are, but You get what I'm saying? There are amazing writing that happens in Naruto. You know what I mean? The whole backstory with Pain. You know what I mean? Like there's multiple different characters. Orochimaru. You know what I mean? Like there are multiple different characters that make the show interesting because of good writing. But besides me putting in that point, I wanted to insert that we couldn't really think of too many new generation that have good plot. Now, I'm on side of old school generation. However, Vinland Saga is one of the best written animes that I've ever seen in my life. And if we go manga, it's even crazier. So definitely, I feel like that should be a part of the conversation because the writing in Vinland Saga is just ridiculous.
I mean,
compared to Kogiya's Death Note.
I mean, I feel like capping this on anime to me, like the only reason I'm not like listing a bunch of new school anime is because I don't watch a ton of anime as of recently. You know, like I read a lot more manga, but like I like current shonen more than almost everything I grew up with. Like more than almost all of it. Like that's almost any random series I pick up, I enjoy so much more than the shit I grew up with historically. So that's it's like, crazy. I mean, I could name a ton of manga that I think I personally enjoy more and find to be better, you know? Like I know some manga that only have 24 chapters that are better than shit that's got 250 episodes. Like, I mean, I just like, I don't know. It's just like, and a lot of it's got to do with like the way I view characters, especially as a writer. Like, you know, like I feel like I'm not coming at you, but I feel like amazing writing for Naruto is a stretch. I feel like it's good. When it's good, it's good. But a lot of the time it's not. And the characters suffer for it too. Because a ton of characters in new school and old school anime are one-dimensional. They've got one thing about them. Like Itachi was entirely one-dimensional until we learned that one thing about him. And then that made him two-dimensional. You know? Like, he didn't become a deep character.
Oh, I'll let you finish.
No, that's it. Go ahead.
Like, I think what we tend to get lost in, like old gen versus new gen, when you say writing, is that people don't really consider the concept of what good writing would be. Like, people love to take in moments of a character. Like, perfect example, people love to rate Aizen as like one of the best antagonists of our current generation, just period. And me, I don't like rating him as much because he doesn't have much writing put into him as much as he has the moments put into him.
Right.
Like, absolutely. People tend to forget, like, okay, Aizen's wonderful because he has broken hacks. People forget, like, one thing I have put on my own TikTok thing is that Aizen has no backstory. Like, you don't really know much of Aizen before he made his move in the Soul Society. You don't know his machinations. You don't know how he was when he was alive. You don't know what brought him to want to make those kind of decisions that he wanted to make to overthrow the Soul Society. You don't really know a lot of that kind of stuff. And then Aizen's trope, people be like, okay, nobody's ever done like Aizen. That is a lie. Hello there. That is a lie. Like, one general villain I give credit to that a lot of people just tend to overgloss is Naraku. Naraku was Aizen long before Aizen was ever Aizen. When it came to planning before planning, this man did it. When it came to like the complexity of all his schemes, not to mention the writing put into him, because people tend to forget that Naraku was an actual human that wished for demon powers so that he could go for the love of his life. And then all those things tie into the different things that he does throughout the entirety of this verse, whether it be not wanting to kill Kikyo and keeping her around and she get cocky over it, to where making different clones of himself that reflected different parts of his own emotions, even making a version of the human of himself that still went after her that he didn't want to accept about himself, all the way up until the end. It was multiple things that this man did that was just like Aizen, except he actually had a backstory.
I think old school anime do have the conflicted character to where it's just like you got Naraku, you got Kaiba being a conflicted character, you got I just think of a character.
Man, the brother came from him.
You got Shishio being the conflicted character for the most part, but you know, you just want to do the right things for the wrong reasons. I guess Griffiths being the conflicted character for all that. You old school writing is better because they can make you sympathize with the villain for the most part. As it be like, all right, so he has some points where he's kind of right.
Well,
I mean, the only new school character I can think of for that is like Stain, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like that gives my hero more points as far as like saying that. Okay,
No, it absolutely doesn't.
How not?
Now, the counterbalance to that
How not?
is that the villains have good writing.
Because you're the only show that doesn't.
The heroes don't have good writing in them. That's what counts.
That's what I've been saying this whole time. That's what I've been saying this whole time. I agree. I don't watch My Hero for the heroes. I've been telling people that, and I don't know how many times we've done an episode where I say that, but I don't watch it for the heroes. I always watch it for the villains. They have the best arc. They have the best writing. But that's the point, though. Like you just said, that old generation has a good method of making us sympathize with the villains. Sometimes even My Hero, I don't sympathize with the villains, but I'm rooting for them because they're just so well written. I don't sympathize for them. What they do don't make sense. You feel what I'm saying? But because they're so well written, I'm way more entertained. More enthused.
What I'm saying, not one show should sway your decision.
No, I'm not saying it sways my decision. I'm just saying they get more points because when we started this conversation, you kicked My Hero off a pedestal. Everybody was like, "Oh no, My Hero, no, it doesn't deserve to be in the big three." Woo, woo, woo. I'm just saying that's a good point to say that it deserves more points. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, it has good villain writing and then it has bad hero writing. Versus there are other shows that do both.
No, I don't really like.
Can do both.
See, like I don't know, like I like My Hero. It's but to me it's all flash and with nothing under the hood. You know, it's like a really nice car with no engine. And it's like I just don't like the characters none of them feel particularly well written to me. Some of them have interesting backstories. But for me, no one goes beyond being kind of interesting. Like I wouldn't want to read a whole series about any of them. And like I just don't. They're like
the Bakugo disrespect.
Like like it's just nuance. Like it's my opinion on it's deeper than it's cool, and I like it. Like like I feel very similarly with that and Naruto. I feel like the plot overall is good. The characters within it aren't that great, and because of that, it's gonna be surpassed in the near future.
I agree with that.
I mean, I disagree with the Naruto part. However,
well, who wins in this?
Let me finish your question.
I'm sorry, Craig. It better be great.
As far as when you said about the whole backstory, plus like, okay, you went and watch a whole series. You feel the same way about the main villain, the dude that scratches. What's his name?
Shigaraki.
The guy with all the hands on him. Villain?
Oh, Shigaraki.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't watch a whole show about him at all.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. For what?
Okay.
All he would do is be.
I just feel like because
I'm mad. Like,
I mean, I just felt like his backstory. You know, his coming up to creating his own crew, to taking over cities, to fighting against other villains.
We watched that already.
Yeah, we basically saw his whole story.
We watched it already.
We got more.
Now, to be fair, Shigaraki is not.
There isn't anymore. We watched it. We watched his whole origin.
Mine would be Dabi.
His come up and everything. We watched Dabi for the most part. We watched everything for My Hero. Everything. There's nothing to be expunged from My Hero. I mean, if you read the manga, I'm sorry. People
that's some of the problem with a lot of new gen is that they tend
basic
to take
internet.
a lot of the same tropes from older gen, and a lot of them are not original. Which is some of the problem.
A lot of these, anime was never original. You know, like a lot of the anime that came out was based on myths and legends and shit. You know, anime is not about being original. It's about Japanese culture.
But what are we taking for plot and writing? Who's winning this? Old school or new school?
Old gen.
I mean, the overall vote is probably going to be for old gen, but I would just say, you know, the comments
I'm going old.
themselves. Probably the overall vote is going to go for old gen stuff.
Yeah, I'll take old gen on this one.
Yeah, if it was manga, I'd say new school,
right.
but just anime, yeah, old.
Yeah, manga would be a
All right,
totally different conversation.
Main characters. Who's winning this one? And this is probably gonna be the hard part. Who's winning? Old gen or new gen for main character?
Do new gen got Goku?
No.
That sounds like something a Goku fan would say, bro.
Is Luffy a part of new gen or old gen?
Shout out to Diego. Everybody watching. Shout out to
I need to know.
Hey y'all.
Is Luffy old gen or new gen? What is he?
Old school.
Listen, you got Goku, Ichigo, Yusuke, Luffy, and Naruto for old school. So
Look,
I got old school.
You want with that?
Goku and Luffy alone. Just
look. You can look at the roster of Jump Force and answer that yourself.
The roster of what?
Jump Force. Like it's
like
all old.
That's not a real game anymore.
Oh. Like the
I mean, like
hold on a second.
You got
all their MCs are not like the main. All the MCs are not really that complex. Like a lot of OG MCs are not that complex. Like
shout out to Mac Miller.
Ichigo, Luffy, like Naruto might be some of the most complex, but like
I think new gen
not
as from an emotional standpoint, I guess new gen would have it, but just like as a copy, rinse, repeat, I'll make a new character, except for Luffy, then it would be new gen, because Luffy is just a different breed. He's just like, we're gonna make this guy, and he's gonna go. I'm just saying, he's not a wash, rinse, repeat character. Naruto's kind of wash, rinse, repeat.
But a lot of the new gen characters is wash, rinse, repeat from old gen characters.
How Tanjiro's wash, rinse, repeat?
No.
Tanjiro's watch rinse repeat of what?
Not him.
Deku's watch rinse repeat of what?
Not Tanjiro, not Senku, but everyone else, pretty much, yeah.
Like Senku now.
Deku's watch rinse repeat. Is Deku? Hold on, not Deku. I'm sorry. Is Asta watch rinse repeat of Naruto?
He's a clone.
Asta is just.
He's a clone of Naruto.
He's just muscular.
No,
Naruto.
he's not. We're not doing this. We're not.
He is a straight.
He is literally Naruto.
How you slice it?
He either muscular Naruto or muscular Natsu. He's one of them.
Dude, you could like. I'm sorry. He is a clone of Naruto. No matter how you look.
Well,
at
how?
Okay, seriously.
I want to be Wizard King. That's all I ever want.
From the beginning, I want to be Hokage. I want to be Wizard King. Both of them are looked at as outcasts of their entire village they grew up in. Both of them are orphans. Both of them have some demon that does not like. Hold on. I like the orphan thing. I like the orphan thing, but the village knew. Not that church. The church didn't know. I said he was an outcast. He was an outcast. His whole church.
No, there wasn't no damn outcast. We're not doing this.
He was an outcast. He couldn't use magic. His whole village looked at him sideways.
He said
he couldn't use magic.
I said Naruto wasn't no. I said Naruto wasn't no outcast.
Naruto wasn't an outcast.
Man, we seen the swing 100 times.
We're doing that.
We seen the swing 100 times.
Naruto was not an outcast.
We're doing that.
Naruto, Mr. Swing.
He had friends. We're not doing it. He had friends. We're not doing it.
Because of the nine-tailed fox in him. He wasn't an outcast.
And he still had friends. What are we talking about?
He didn't get friends until he passed the Ninja Academy. Growing up.
How? Shikamaru, Choji, they were still his friends. What are you talking about? How were they outcasts? Oh my god, these grown ass men wouldn't accept them. He's outcasts.
I would definitely say that. Demon Slayer is very similar to the No Seraph show. Like, feel me? Those characters and that whole show is completely very similar. Y'all know what that anime is? Like with the vampires. They got vampires. Demon Slayer has demons. They need a special weapon to kill the vampires. They need a special weapon to kill the demons.
I want to say, listen, I'm not saying Asta is a copycat Naruto. We're not. I'm not jacking it.
He's just buff Naruto, bro. We gotta keep it a blatantly
obvious.
Oh my god!
I've never watched that.
One was one couldn't use magic because of his anti-magic. One is a jackass and couldn't use his magic. Even though he had Uzumaki genes and he had the deepest chakra pool in the fucking show. We're not doing this.
I think that
you wanna know why he had the extra chakra pool? Because of Kurama.
Facts.
Because he's an Uzumaki. Is he not an Uzumaki?
Uzumaki
who got the deepest
in an army?
Who has the deepest chakra pool in the show? Uzumaki's. What? He's an Uzumaki. He has the deepest chakra pool in the show.
You want to go even further into Black Clover? You want to even go further into that? What's also in Naruto? Oh, I have a rival that also wants to do the same thing I want to do.
Facts.
And not to mention that rival is not only
Sasuke was dropped off in the orphanage.
We all remember Sasuke for wanting to be Hokage, right, guys?
Yeah, and Shippuden. That's new school.
But then the crazy thing about it, you want to go further. Not only that, he's also an anti-social genius that also has plot armor. That also is magically has connections to some broken thing in the village.
No, I'm not jacking that either. I'm not jacking Asa being an anti-social genius.
Okay.
What?
Okay. I got Sharingan that magically do so many different things.
You talking on Unit.
From this other family I didn't know nothing about. Oh wow.
You're talking about being an anti-social genius. Cool. Now I'm talking about Asta versus Naruto.
I'm giving you other things that make him like this. But Asta already said he's a clone. He even looked like Naruto.
Nah, I'm not checking.
Loud, obnoxious, not smart. Do I need to keep going? Stop this cap. He's a dead set twin.
And then also his whole little mission is for a female, just how it is for Naruto. Oh, this is my promise. It's the same shit.
Oh man, Naruto could have got it.
I feel like the Black Clover as a show. I feel like as a show, Black Clover has more in common with Bleach, but like Asta himself is Naruto.
It's a dead set.
There we go.
Now I've seen other comparisons, like because they say it's inspired by Bleach, and there are some things that's like Bleach, like the 13 Core Guard Squads and the Magic Knight Association. I've seen other things that are like it. It takes things from both. Like it takes things from Naruto and Bleach. I've seen them in both ways. But please, like this man's a clear thing. But for MCs, I know there are some new gen issues that are at least a little bit different. Like at least Gojo is somewhat different than the normal MC sensei that I've seen in most places. Like I can at least give Jujutsu Kaisen some credit. Nobara is a breath of fresh air when it comes to like female plot, female protagonist. She's a breath of fresh air, at least in some respects. Instead of just being outright useless after like 2 arcs. So at least that's somewhat of a breath of fresh air. Noelle is relatively fine.
While we're talking about female,
I love Maki. Maki's like the best female I've seen in New Gen, period. Don't even
talking about female characters.
Maki is the best written New Gen female I have seen, period.
I agree. What? I love
she's
her.
The best written female I've seen.
We also got to talk about Akame from Akame Got Killed. That's
no, we don't.
Good. Don't get me wrong.
No, we don't.
She ain't Maki.
We actually don't.
But like
we actually don't.
How we don't? She wasn't even known to be the main character, and then we found out like the whole show was basically about her.
I don't know what gave it away, the Akame part of the title or the comic part of the title.
Everybody thought it was the guy that was introduced into the show because everything was surrounded by him. It started off with him. It didn't start off with Akame.
Or anybody with a brain to be like Akame got killed.
I knew it was Akame. It didn't. Yeah, I figured that.
I don't know.
To me, they went back and forth because they kept doing things with Akame and her sister that just made sure, like, okay, we're not gonna forget Akame.
Hold on. You're saying female for the new gen, right? So Revi, Faye. Revi, Faye, Kagome, Kikyo. Agent Clan. We're just throwing all these shit.
If you want to go to India,
I'm just asking. Agent Neptune.
Sango's the best written.
Sailor Neptune. Sorry.
New Gen has the best written females, bro.
Sango's the best written female in there.
Yeah, because of who?
I think
one character, 2 characters.
Like, did y'all watch Kill la Kill?
Yes.
Yeah, there's some really good written female characters in Kill la Kill.
I want to say Ryuko, but that's not her name. But
Ryuko is her name, but the villain Satsuki's incredibly written. Her character arc's crazy. Like
Tenshi Muyo had some good female written characters for the most part.
Tenshi Muyo was most people's first introduction into a harem anime.
Okay.
Like, let's stop the cap. It was most people's first introduction to a harem anime. Nobody cares about.
I just said Sailor Neptune. Good written female character.
I don't want to say Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus. Yeah, like
I'm just saying. You know why, but just saying.
That doesn't mean they're just wonderfully, amazingly written characters. The Sailor Scouts in and of themselves weren't amazingly complete.
Yeah, I gotta say, Cam, I feel like you just named every female character you know.
I give them props because the Sailor Scouts.
No, I'm naming old school characters that are good written characters. Not everybody can be Misty and
what makes somebody
Sango.
Just because they're well known doesn't make them well written.
The Sailor Scouts are more.
No, I said if I said well known, I would say Sailor Moon. I said Sailor Neptune.
The Sailor Scouts are more.
You see that? You see that?
I see the difference, but
and compelling. Okay, compelling.
Tell me right now tell me some interesting things about Sailor Neptune's arc.
Well, that's the thing within itself.
That was the point.
When it comes to like more complexity of the like, it's not many old school characters that have like a lot of extra complexity and stuff to them. Like Revy's not a good complexity character. No, like some of the best complex characters that old school can play claim to would be out of like Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter, Inuyasha, because of like Shishomaru would probably be like a pretty decent bet, and maybe Doraku. Those are the old school characters you can put like good testament of. But like the main shonen ones, most of them don't really have a lot of complex to them main character wise. They just generally don't, because they're meant to be simple. So that
because you have Sango.
What about Basilisk?
Okay.
No.
But
they're all male characters. The female character on there.
The main female character. What are you talking about?
I mean, people argue all day for. I mean, like complexity of like Gon's character, Killer.
You don't think that she has complexity?
No, she's in love with the Arch Clan because of X, Y, and Z, and she could only negate his powers because of her powers. It wasn't really complex; it was a plot, and we passed that plot part. So
she was complex because she had to also be loyal to her clan.
We passed that plot part. That's what I'm saying. We passed the plot part.
Old school does have some good ones. Because like the only other ones I could think, some of the other ones would probably be like from Neon Genesis Evangelion, because you can throw Shinji and Asuka in there because they have some deep psychological stuff that's going on in their brains throughout the entirety of the thing.
I feel like women characters in anime, I feel like the thing about them is that they're less significant than before overall, but I feel like they're more real. Like they feel a lot more like women as compared to like older series where they were just like damsels in distress and like, or just like
Monster is a different
strong girl, you know, where it's like for example, like Froppy from My Hero, or like a lot of My Hero women characters actually like they're not super deep characters for the most part, but they are more like they feel more like people.
But they're better than Taya.
Older women characters.
So let me ask you a question.
They're all better than Taya.
Are we tipping the scale to New Gen for this topic because of the female characters, or no?
No, we're just talking about main characters, right?
I mean, so female will go to New Gen, but main characters.
I wanted to say also like this conversation of main characters is just like talking about legends and hip hop, because it's like if you really like these iconic characters, you can definitely say old school like is a landslide. But the thing is,
what
I don't think it's a landslide.
What main character has a deeper character? What old new school character has a deeper character than Guts? Maybe just like something along his
Guts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just throwing out the old school bag of a deep character connection to his backstory and where he's going and what he's doing now, even though it's on highest alert, just like Hunter x Hunter, but we're not jacking it. I'm not jacking it at all.
Oh wow, my man said we're not jacking Boji.
I'm not jacking Boji at all.
Like.
Not Boji. Boji made his way. Boji made his own way.
Fucking Kusanagi up there like that. That good old Ghost in the Shell Law and Order.
Fucking
Ghost in the Shell Law and
Order. Ghost in the Shell is a well-written female character, bro.
It is well written. I'm like, she's a well-written female character. Like,
that's a main
she's up there.
What's that anime with the girl with the guns and she wears shorts and all that?
Black
I said Revy.
All of them.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. My fault. I muted for a second. Give a brother a chance.
I said Revy for the females.
I would just say,
and that's still old gen.
Now are probably the main trio from The Promised Neverland. I would say are relatively well written.
Oh my goodness! And it got G'd so bad because the manga is so good and the anime is
like the main three from the manga. Because I would say Promised Neverland is relatively. I think it's pretty good reading when it comes to the character stuff, their complexity, the crap that they have to go through. Even Norman, Norman. Like so,
Emma's a dope female protagonist.
Definitely.
I'd also put Aaron up there with Guts too. Honestly,
I don't know if I give Aaron that much clout because Lelouch did.
I'm not jacking Aaron.
Lelouch done is better than what Aaron's did. So that's why Aaron is good written, but Lelouch did what he did, but better.
Yeah, but he said specifically better than Guts, from Berserk. So better than I put Aaron over Guts.
Because Guts do get carried a lot by that backstory. I'm gonna be fair.
He
gets carried
cap.
a lot by that backstory. He gets carried a lot by that backstory. I'm not saying he do. I'm not saying he's better, but he gets carried a lot by that backstory.
Absolutely.
He gets carried a lot by that backstory.
Absolutely. 2 really bad things happened to him, and he's angry.
Okay, I think it's.
I kind of gotta agree with the Aaron point though, because if we talking about just main characters,
oh my god, we're
characters and
Aaron crying for 3 seasons. We're not doing Aaron crying for 3 seasons. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
He laughing Guts if we talking about character development as a main.
Aaron didn't cry for 3 seasons. What are we doing?
I don't know about laughing Guts. Like he gets.
Aaron's crying for 3 seasons.
I don't know if he's laughing Guts. I don't know if he's laughing Guts.
The crying.
Izumi's up there. I'll give him that.
Tell me,
Hawkeye. I'm not.
What did Guts do? What is the character arc? Tell me. What is it? What is it?
The arc from his childhood up until leaving the band of the Hawk.
Full Metal's gonna be old gen.
So one thing.
Full Metal's old gen.
It's Full Metal Alchemist new gen.
No, that's old gen.
Even then, we still winning.
It's old, my guy. Who is we? We gotta be objective here.
I guess I get now the Aaron versus Guts debate. That's something y'all might have to carry on a separate show.
That's wild.
Y'all might have to carry that separate.
Yeah, we could.
Well,
not Aaron crying for 3 seasons. We're not jacking that.
Good question. Do y'all feel like Tenchi Muyo has good female written characters?
No.
Yeah, I already said yeah.
They're the first harem anime. There ain't much to them. Like they're literally like
why not?
Anime. There's not much to be Ryuko, Ayame, Sasami. There's not much to them other than the fact they like Tenchi.
Yeah, like the women.
Listen, long as you're not saying you good.
Their writing starts and stops at the male fantasy. Like they're horrible characters. Like if you put them in any setting other than a harem anime, you'd be like, "The fuck is wrong with her?"
All right, so do we have main characters for old gen or new gen?
Got to at this point.
Old gen.
Got to what?
Got to.
All right.
As far as the arguments that we just said, gotta be old gen.
Side characters, what are we doing?
This one I'm giving a new gen. This one I'm giving a new gen.
This is a difficult one right here.
This I'm giving a new.
But Zoro's the best side character on.
Nah, he's amazing. That's a good
But
argument.
Zorro.
The question.
New Gen got the side characters on lock, bro.
The question.
But Zorro.
No, the question gonna be.
But Joey Wheeler,
Zoro and Sasuke can carry old Gen past the new Gen side characters. That's the question. Because them arguably the most popular. Best,
I don't listen. I don't want to hear Joey jumped in the water for Zodiac. I don't want to hear nothing happened, and I don't want to hear Cool Bar fake die for Yusuke. Give me some compelling arguments.
Even though he ain't my favorite one out of there, it's not even Cool Bar. But and Kurama got some thought for them too. But
yeah, I swear to God, if I gotta hear nothing happen again, if I gotta hear nothing,
they're not side happen again. But like legit side. Well,
what you mean? That's a hallmark movie.
Oh, nothing happened. Give me something, Craig. Fight
died.
Back, Craig.
What do you mean? He died.
Like, come on, what we talking about?
Like,
fight back, Craig.
To me,
what we don't.
The thing with new gen characters that there are more.
Everybody else feel like it's old gen. Is that what we talking about?
No, I'm thinking there are more new gen side characters that have good writing to them, not like just the S tier. There are good written side characters more than the side characters of old gen. That's what I think the argument would be.
I agree
because I can go through like just for example, I can go through like a good chunk of the Black Clover cast has decently good side character writing. Jujutsu Kaisen has good side character writing. My Hero and only like added My Hero most of that, but they have a couple of characters.
Dr. Stone.
It's all right.
Dr. Stone for the side characters.
Dr. Stone has good ones.
Dr. Stone, they're more like one character, but
I mean, I ain't know, but Fire Force has like a couple of decent ones. Like to me, there's somewhat more because the big three, like not kind of One Piece, not kind of One Piece, but like the big three and Dragon Ball. Other than like one or two, generally abandons their side characters, which is a big thing against them. Now there are some other ones that do side characters relatively well. Like,
hold on, I need Craig to rap. I need Craig to rap on this one.
Oh
no, I'm saying so we're gonna sit here and pretend like Levi isn't one of the best side characters ever put on anime.
Levi
from Attack on Titan. No, how not?
Levi
is an open killer. Like he's not gonna be an amazingly written side character. His main job and the purpose of this anime.
Yeah, you gotta use Armor for that one.
Backstory.
That is not that interesting.
It is
matter of fact,
interesting.
The season where Levi was the cover story.
He didn't even start by trying to fight
his father.
I love how these niggas are legit trying to change each other's opinions. Like, it is that interesting. No,
like nobody
open your heart to it.
Like to put
open your mind, Kyva.
In the places of like Zoro and Vegeta is just absurd to me. Like, no.
So you don't recall the whole fact that he had to help.
You don't recall?
I'm just saying you don't recall. Hold on. You don't recall the whole fact that he had to basically let his best partner be sacrificed and then fight Eren for the tool to bring Blerd back to life, and then going back into leading them, the army and the whole nine. Like that doesn't make him a compelling character.
Who did he lead? He didn't lead anybody.
He's a passionate person that nobody can read his emotions, but he's actually extremely caring and loyal. Like he's an amazing character. A lot of people watch the show mostly for Levi. If we're talking about
who did he lead?
Yeah, for him.
Who did he lead? He didn't lead anybody.
What are you talking about? He did lead. What are you talking about? He didn't
lead anything.
The series was leaning on Levi. What are you talking about? Levi
He didn't lead anybody. He had one episode when he fought Kenny, and then that's it. And it's like, back to the regular story.
Then he also fought what's the girl? Not Mikasa, but the girl with the blonde hair. She was
you talking about when him and Mikasa fought Annie. That's the thing that
and Annie know that we
things people remember Levi for is not for his character development or any of his side story. It's for his fighting.
That's interesting.
The primary purpose of his anime was for the
fighting. If you're choosing an AOT side character, it would be Armin or the bum.
That too, but I feel like Levi definitely deserves.
What's the other captain?
Not nowhere close to top side character mention. No,
that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Erwin, you gotta choose
Like Irwin for his
Armin or Irwin. Irwin, so you know, you can have it for that.
But he died. So
yeah, and that was more compelling because they had to choose.
Levi, no, like I ain't saying Levi is like bad or nothing, but to put him in like upper echelon with some of these, no.
So, okay, I mean, but he's still a good side character.
Not really.
Back end. That's what I said. Back end. Then season 3 was relatively boring. I know.
Still a great side character, bro. We get more written side characters like Levi. Okay, so who had more of a stretched out like focus point backstory?
Niggas gonna beat their jerk to
backstory is not even. His backstory isn't even as important to the overall story. Like nobody really cares. Nobody really cares about Levi's backstory.
Nobody cares about Levi unless you watch the OVA. Honestly,
I guess.
I gotta agree. Levi got that.
It doesn't matter. To be honest, if you're saying, until this series or until this happened, it still happened. It still was character development. It still made him a greater side character. So if you're talking about for this long period of time, it didn't happen. It still happened.
Levi's backstory wouldn't.
All right,
listen. I got old Jim for the side characters, bro.
You got who?
I'm just gonna say that I got the old. You know what I mean?
Like,
so
Levi,
I'm not on either side,
bro. I mean,
listen, I'm not on either side, but they have Zoro, Vegeta, Sasuke, Killua, Joey, Kuwabara,
Roy Mustang, Kuwabara, like
Roy Mustang.
Kuwabara is a great side character.
I don't know about that. That shaky.
Kuwabara.
Bro, don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful.
You said Levi.
If
you didn't watch it, you had to show. That's one thing.
It's killing.
You just say Kuwabara's low tier?
I didn't say he's low tier. That never came out of my mouth. I said he's linear. He's written one way. How is he written? Is he complex?
He's a good side.
Is he complex?
Yes, he is complex. Actually,
that's complex about Kuwabara. Please tell me.
You hold on. You know he was. Hold on, Logan. I got this. You know, in season 1, he was better than Urameshi in terms of spirit control and in terms of spirit awareness. I'm just saying. And then we go on to season 2, and he was the moral compass of Team Urameshi at that point. And furthermore, to season 3, he was still the moral compass, and he was the plot device to.
What did this nigga do?
He opened the gate to Demon World, and
what are we talking about? He has a dimensional
sword. He was the plot device. He's the whole plot device
throughout the whole series.
He has the same power.
You literally just said he was the moral compass. He was the moral compass. You said it twice. He's written one way.
I said he was the moral compass, and he was the plot device in season 3.
Hold on, Cam. I got this. You know that episode 1, Kuwabara is an antagonist.
I remember a bully. Yes,
okay, he goes from Yusuke being his arch nemesis to walking into a fire to save Yusuke. Huh? Are you kidding me? This guy. It took Sasuke 400 episodes to do shit like that.
Negatory. That's not true. That's
a fact. That's not a fact.
You don't remember when he took? Hold on. You don't remember when they went against the hit and miss ninjas and Sasuke took all those needles for Naruto? That was not 500 episodes.
Sasuke was a good guy. Sasuke was a good guy at that time.
But you said it took him that long to do some shit like that. That was early. What are you talking about?
Sasuke was a
guy
at that time. And Sasuke. Exactly what I'm saying, because I'm still talking.
I stopped talking.
I ain't stopped talking. I ain't stopped talking yet.
In the show. Go ahead.
Nah, bro. Go. That is not comparable to dedicating every day of your life to fighting this nigga. They were on the same team, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, Kuwabara was literally rivals fighting this nigga in the street, getting lumped up every day, and he gave his life for this guy off of psychic premonitions. And then
hold on. It did not to mention the season 4 when it all went to Demon World and he had a total meltdown how they felt. They betrayed him as a person, as a teammate, as a friend, and he had to state his grievances on why he felt as though he felt betrayed or why they went Demon World. And that episode was probably the best episode of season 4, going into why they went back to Demon World and you see doing all that.
And then he stopped being a fighter. He became a scientist. He wasn't even good at school. He scored the lowest out of all his friends, paid no attention in school, and changed his whole lifestyle.
Okay,
like
that point I give
you. He's literally the strongest person.
That point I give you. That point I give you. That point I give you. That point I give you.
Literally the strongest person on the
planet.
That's the one. Stronger than the entirety of Spirit World.
I give you that. Okay, I give you that.
Come on, son.
But for new gen, for new gen, for side characters, you have Draken, you got Inosuke, all the who else for 5? Arthur. I mean, Arthur is obviously the strongest person.
We got Nico Robin,
the new gen people, but Nico Robin for old school,
kinda.
Or well, when did she debut?
Definitely in the old school.
Definitely.
Okay, just making sure. But let's just say Killer was the benchmark for new school, right? With old school, which he's not, but for most people, he is. Then who's the Killer of the new school? For Craig.
Like probably. I mean,
Sirius is a good choice.
I was gonna say maybe Bakugo, but not really. Like they're totally two differently written characters, but just saying he's a great.
There's not a lot of shows that are written like that anymore. Though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's hard to tell because and that's one of the things I was getting at about new age writing, where it's like even though they use some of the tropes, they don't draw on them like some of the old school stuff does. How it's like Vegeta is like one dimensional this entire series until the end, Where it's like there's not really there's not a lot of characters like that, and like Killua is like a very one dimensional character too. His whole goal is help Gon, so it's like there's not a lot of side characters like that anymore. So I don't know who would be a good comparison to him, really.
To who?
Killua.
I'm saying if Vegeta in Killua is the benchmark for the casuals, right?
I guess Mikasa. I guess Mikasa. Yeah,
yeah, I guess.
Mikasa, Noelle, maybe if you're not going to use
And see, that's the thing that I'm learning now. New Gen it seems like they're depending more on the female side characters a lot more than old Gen do. Old Gen seem to put more priority on the male side characters. Female side characters in New Gen are getting a lot more work.
I guess because a bunch of old characters, especially to the tail end, just fell off and they're labeled as wasted potential, like Renji, Chad, all that other stuff.
Renji.
But I don't really think
who's the character in Boruto for Orochimaru's clone?
Mitsuki.
Did he be kind of like the Killua?
Boruto is so bad. Ah, man.
Yeah, like in the show maybe, but in the manga, it's
I mean, even in the manga wise,
they're all for protecting Boruto
now,
at this point.
You really have nothing put into you. If you are not,
no. Boruto's terrible. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
No, I'm not talking. No. I read it to see what's happening. No, you will not hear.
All right, so all right, so you still have Retivlia for Shield Hero. You got Emma's the main character for Promised Neverland. I guess Ray and Norman would be up there for that.
The best side character you get from New Gen to me is Maki from Jujutsu Kaisen. That's gonna be the best one you.
I'm not jacking that. We're not.
How? Maki is like one of the best written side characters that you are going to see in New Gen. Period.
She's one of the best written characters that's been named today. To be honest,
because she did what she did in the manga.
No, because of her life. Because of her life, nigga. What you mean?
It'll be Nobara supremacy in the manga, in the anime.
Nobara is wanked. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. Right now, she is wanked for being a more useful Sakura. That's what she is. She's a more useful Sakura, and she gets wanked because of it. Let's go ahead and keep it being. She gets wanked because she's a more useful Sakura in Team 7 that is freaking Yuji.
So hold on. No, that's what it is. Is Noelle a more useful Sakura? If we're just jacking this now.
Yep.
All right, we're not doing it.
Think about it.
We're not gonna hold on. We're not gonna mention. We're not gonna mention Sakura. We're not gonna mention Sakura had the best chakra control in the series, but that just got.
We're talking about useful, not her character trait.
Right. She had the best chakra control in the series up until after she fought.
That's the only reason why she could trade with Tsunade. What are we talking about?
After her fight, it was no more best chakra control no more. After her fight,
you saw Ino train with the fish. They ain't come back to play.
Okay, we're gonna act like Noelle doesn't have one of the most powerful magics. Like she's from a royal bloodline.
That's true. Because she didn't have control of her magic at first, and then gradually got control of it, and even got better at it.
And
she's
her
just a mom in the end of the day.
Armor. She mimicked her mom's armor that used a completely different type of magic after she had it explained to her. That's ridiculous.
That's crazy. That's just crazy. She got better.
So we're giving Noelle. We're giving Noelle credit. I just wanted Noelle to get credit. That's all.
Noelle.
My bad. You want to wank Nobara? When you tell me about Nobara's backstory, that's actually interesting. Then I'll wank her.
For real. Because Nobara was like, my friend moved to Japan. That's her whole story.
I'm supposed to be impressed by that. I ain't saying like she ain't a good character, but I'm like, okay, my friend moved, so I'll move.
Nobara supremacy.
What?
Oh, okay.
All right, so what we getting side characters to? Are we just gonna D-ride Zoro and Vegeta and all those pretty much?
Until I told you, Maki about the best one you finna get, but I don't think Maki can't beat all three of those. I don't think she beats all three of them yet. Not right.
Okay, fair enough. Villains. What are we doing?
Villains, I give that to new school too.
Aizen is a bit overrated.
Over Frieza? Over Dio?
Oh, please. Please. I'm so sick of seeing Frieza.
Over the Rocky.
I mean, Frieza
how many times you gonna bring back a villain, bro? Like Frieza came back like how many times?
That's the thing about it. You adding Super into Super ruins that. Super ruined a lot of things for Dragon
Ball.
Even
in Dragon Ball Z. With Trunks,
you gonna talk about that over Merrick?
One time to get killed, like you act like that was horribly bad. They needed
he really didn't even come back because he didn't die.
It was extremely terrible.
You had to give away.
Hold on. Shout out to Captain New 2011, but you guys explain why Aizen's overrated.
I want to hear that too. I want to hear it.
I did it earlier, but the thing about it, Aizen's trope is not new. Naraku from Inuyasha did the same thing Aizen did 4 years earlier with more backstory, more elaborate planning when it comes to actually making different clones of himself. It had more of an emotional story and emotional ties to everything that he did throughout the entirety of his story. Versus Aizen, the problem with that is that Aizen not only has no backstory, you don't really know his motivations to why he chose to do what he did to the Soul Society or the experiments or anything of that nature. And outside of him having broken hacks and him bodying off the Gote 13, there's not a lot of interesting aspects to his character from that point forward.
And he's not the only character in Bleach with that problem either.
So, like, the thing about it, like, he is a good villain. I'm not knocking that. But he gets overrated by being like one of the bestly written villains. I'm like, he doesn't have much writing to him because you can't tell me much about Aizen other than the things he did to people. Like, the thing about a character that you have to be able to separate from the character that if I can't get the character by himself and break down things about that to challenge the idea of the Soul King. Expound. Like, it's not really like the idea of that isn't even expounded upon. Mainly
what even is the Soul King? What is the Soul King?
Like his entire plan just fell moot because
I'm not a Bleach nigga. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Right. I mean, the other thing about it that made it so stupid is like if you wanted to get through the idea of the Soul King, that eventually you wanted to get to the Squad Zero, which means you wanted to get to that realm. The problem with that is that you didn't get past Ichigo, in which you selfishly wanted to lose, supposedly, is why your Hogyoku betrayed you. You wanted to lose, and yet you had one of the most broken hacks in the entire show that could have made that entire fight moot. And you wanted to lose, but you wanted to challenge the idea of the Soul King. You know how stupid that is? Not like just you, but like that literally sounds stupid. That you have a hack that lets you.
All right, real quick. What villains are we jacking from the new gen?
I mean,
I think new gen guys
I can tell you right now.
I gotta piggyback that Aizen real quick though. Real quick. Interesting though, because like the Soul King, spoiler alert, is an invalid, right? And it's like Aizen is like crippled himself and like been confined to this chair. It's like theoretically they could write him to have some plan where he does eventually become the Soul King, the new Soul King, where he's just like crippled, right? But like that's just the kind of character he is. Like he's just a series of twists, and like it's a shame, really. Like it's not great.
Like I'll say he's a good villain.
So who we jacking from new gen for villains, except for
My Hero finna carry
one for all OFO or OFA.
Nabi, Shigaraki,
AFO,
twice. What's that girl?
Are the L's getting jacked too? Are we jacking the L's in Black Clover?
Yeah, that first demon in Black Clover's my nigga. He changed the whole game. Like that was my guy. He changed the whole game, the whole series different. Like
I mean, I ain't even gonna spoil in the manga.
Which one? The Jewel dude or which one?
The word power guy, Zagger.
Oh, the Grid.
Zagger. Right.
Yeah, the Grid. Yeah.
The word devil.
Hey, Black Clover be having some planning, so I could probably they have planning in some of their stuff that they be doing.
We got Jack the Demons and Promised Neverland. We got Jack them.
We don't forget about Castlevania.
Castlevania's new school.
I ain't forgetting it. Like Castlevania got good ones. I would also throw in not Muzan, but number 2,
the upper moons.
I didn't. Nobody mentioned them.
Moon breathing guy. Yeah.
Let me just say 1, 2, 3, and probably 6. Those are some good written villains. Let me just say 1, 2, 3, and 6, especially 2. 2. I hate 2 with such a passion. Like 2, like they are some rough ones. They rough.
We're not spoiling anything.
Really?
Adrian, relax. Relax. We're not spoiling anything.
We're not spoiling.
We're keeping spoilers on.
What about Ez Death? She was a compelling villain?
No, she wasn't. She was terrible. That's a bad villain.
You serious?
No,
she's terrible.
I know we can't chill and watch TV because you'll be liking all the shit I hate. Like
S-Def is not terrible to me.
I'm confused on how S-Def is not a great villain.
No, to me, her infatuation with Tatsumi ruined everything for her. Like that.
All right, the nigga, like if you take a good villain, let's take the nigga from Tokyo Revengers. That's a good villain. The nigga with the glasses, that's a good villain.
It made her simple. Like it makes you one dimensional. It doesn't make
she was fine being the overwhelming, dominating force.
How did that make her one dimensional, bro?
How does because that's what obsession is.
SF is a bad villain. We're not doing this.
Like if you become obsessed, that's one dimensional. Like so, like that's her whole character, that she's obsessed with this shit and she wants to be powerful. That's boring. That's not a good character. That's a whack fucking character.
Do you not remember her backstory and why she came out to be the person that she is and her whole background? Like,
go ahead, give it to me.
That ruins it when she goes and gets infatuated with Tatsumi out of nowhere. Like that just is so.
Yeah, but even though she gets infatuated with him, she still doesn't go against her code. She still doesn't go against her loyalty.
Yes, she do. She kidnaps him and tried to like literally make him one of one of those guys. Like it literally
She
goes in
that
because
woman still held him captive. She didn't allow this dude to change her heart and change her motives.
If he'd have said yes, he would have.
No.
He said no. That's his fault. Had he said yeah, please believe she would have changed.
How?
Look, I think new school got better villains. I don't really think old school got the villain.
You gonna turn back on Vicious and Griffith and Shinobu Sensui and all these other guys?
All of them.
Sensui's okay. Like they show off some of the insanity aspects, but they don't. They're okay.
Do New Gen got a Doflamingo?
Griffith cool. Well, no, that's old gen because that's still One Piece. One Piece is still old gen basically.
I'm just saying, do New Gen?
Yeah, he said does the New Gen have a Doflamingo?
What?
They got Aaron. What do you mean?
What's special about Doflamingo?
Aaron is not a villain to me. I'm sorry.
They got Aaron. They got Aaron. Yeah.
One heel turn, man.
That's funny.
What's so good?
All right, so Mojito. They got Mojito. Mojito's a decent villain.
Mojito's a trash villain.
He's a good villain for what he does, like being
right. He's got an interesting place in the story.
What about my boy Dio? Old Gen.
And then you got Moriarty. You got Moriarty.
Dio is obsession. Dio is obsession with one family. He is obsession with one family. That's what he is. If we're gonna talk about Esda, we're gonna talk about him.
He's a good villain though. Like he's like pretty much like the exact kind. He's like an 80s villain. You know what I'm saying? Like he sits in his lair plotting. He's like, damn those Power Rangers.
But nobody hates Dio like they hate Rachel. So I think Rachel is up there.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, I hate Rachel like a motherfucker.
Oh, where does Show Tucker land? In Old Gen?
Shout Tucker.
He's old
that's
gen.
the thing about it. I don't know if I'm gonna give them like full villain route. They the first people that did one thing and you just hate the character. It's like full out villains.
Yeah, Show Tucker's not really a villain. He's a side character.
He's insane.
Fair enough.
So
I read
definitely.
I see this trope to where they saying Show Tucker is like the worst anime dad, which he's clearly not. But you know, I like people's ignorance for all this. Jeez. I mean, King Bosi is clearly a worse dad than Show Tucker, but that's neither here nor there.
Would y'all say the father was a good villain?
Father,
I like that. I like that. That's definitely a good villain. That's a good point. I don't know how I got past that.
Naraku's up there for a good villain.
Naraku is Aizen before Aizen.
Yeah, I like the father way past any of those people.
I even like Orochimaru as probably one of the best villains of Naruto.
But he got a redemption arc. And
also Jonah from Monster. He's
the upper echelon of villains. Are we claiming Pain for up there or Madara?
That's true too.
Those are all Shippuden.
Shippuden came out after our time cut, didn't it?
He got hold at the end. Shippuden came out.
The Shippuden is 07, so it's new school.
I mean, Madara just got hold.
That's so crazy to me, bro. That we don't have continuations as old gen, but
like it depends on what you mean by
because it don't make sense. If it wasn't different, if our years are from 1990 to 2006 and the episode or the manga didn't come out until 2014, then it don't count. How could that possibly count? That's not reasonable.
Because what I'm saying is this is not a new anime. It's still.
What about the boy?
That's not reasonable. That doesn't make any
sense.
Boy
Gendo from Evangelion.
Evangelion. Oh my.
Evangelion. Yeah.
What about Ashalad from Villain Saga? Are we jacking him?
That's fire.
Villains might get ugly.
That's fire. I mean, he's really an anti-hero, but
get too much wank, and then some of the new school villains.
But then you got Light in 06, so he kind of carries a little bit.
Light is the villain. That's crazy.
That's true.
That is so true.
Light carries. But then you got Pain and Madara that carries in 07. Ooh.
Why is like old school just sweeping, man? They sweeping dang to everything except the animation. That's crazy.
I mean, they invented a lot of the stuff that we're seeing now. You know, it was a lot of our first exposures to it. So, hey, we've got age bias.
I mean, but it's that, but it's also I think that a lot of new gen anime just aren't expounding on certain aspects and certain things as much as they should. Like the anime isn't necessarily evolving.
If he says Joanne Lambert one more time,
like to me, anime isn't evolving as much. It's not expanding. It's not getting super different. A lot of the tropes are still being rehearsed, at least in shonen. Like,
well, that's what I think that's true in anime. I don't think that's true for the manga. Like, and that's why I really hate that this is locked into anime, because like there's a ton of manga out right now that subverts a ton of tropes and expectations, but like they don't have shows yet.
But people won't read the manga even though it's free. You know.
I mean, unless something gets like pushed in your face, like example Spy X Family, which is like going crazy now. This first 3 episodes, it's been out for a while. Like unless something gets that kind of exposure, it's normal time just like left and forgotten about until something pushes it out.
Yeah, and I feel like I feel like it's hard. Yeah, it because like the old gen stuff's like done, so it's like we're judging based off of a complete piece, where even like a lot of the new Titans or whatever, like new top 3s, like My Hero aren't even over. So it's like, I mean, you can't even judge the whole piece yet. So I mean, sense. I feel like it's like it's hard to compare.
All right, so what are we jacking? What are we jacking for villains?
Oh.
Dang, are you just giving New School something just to talk about?
Villains. See, we're about to fight on music, but villains.
I'm giving to New.
I mean, I like New School villains more, so I'm still going them.
I'm willing to give it more to New School villains. I'm actually am.
Okay, that's 3.
Right, that's 3 too.
Like I like some old school ones, but I like some of the new gen villains. I will give it to that. They coming up on villains.
What are we doing on music?
New School easily.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
New School easily.
I mean, I don't know because
listen.
I can't say
listen. Smile Bomb can't save it the whole time. Smile Bomb cannot save.
It's not even.
Now y'all turn on Samurai Champloo. Y'all turn on.
Bro, like
exactly. I just said we ain't talked about it. Samurai Champloo. Hold on. We also got Afro Samurai.
Ending credit songs will kill most New Gen songs.
Yeah, I can't slide with that.
Inuyasha's.
I can't jack that.
With that, bro.
Man, now I'm not knocking New Gen because I love Demon Slayers. I love Spy X Family songs. Like I love some New Gen ones too.
Villain Saga, Fire Force, Promise Neverland.
I want to hear the hi-hats.
Dororo.
I want to hear that shit.
A lot of those. A lot of those is cool, but
now we turn on the Dragon Ball Z theme song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then
we turn on Rock the Dragon.
Turn on Yu Yu Hakusho.
Does it Pokemon
Smile Bomb kills a lot, but like New Gen got some bangers. Demon Slayer songs are good. Black Clover songs are good. My Hero songs are good. Spike Family songs are even good.
Because if we add Pokemon in music, it's gonna be hard to fight back. And then if we add fucking Digimon, that's also hard to fight back because they both got slapped.
Hey Digimon.
Okay, Digimon songs did not slap.
Yeah, that really slapped.
Yeah,
Digimon songs didn't slap as much. They didn't slap as much for me. I'm sorry. Digimon did not slap as much. It didn't slap as much.
Even when they transform, we not doing that.
Yeah, bro.
We're not jacking. All right, so listen for old gen. Let's just keep it a buck. Smile Bomb is just carrying the old gen through so much turmoil. We got the Rumbling, we got Black Clover, you got Demon Slayer, you got a whole bunch of shit for New Gen. My Hero.
Black Clover has some heat.
There's some bangers in both.
Bangers in both. That's why I said I didn't give it to New. Like it's very debatable.
To Your Eternity, Yasuke. Oh, I dare say Yasuke.
Yasuke intro is a slapper.
Listen, they had.
I don't know.
Listen,
Even One Piece got
Yasuke as a Yasuke as an anime is terrible, but their intro was a cheat code.
Even Lupin the Third songs were good. I'm like, there were songs.
No, hold on, Naruto. We're gonna turn on all the good Naruto intros are Shippuden. So Bluebird,
Cowboy Bebop song will kill.
That's what I just said. The Cowboy. That's hard to. That's man.
Hold on. When did Shampoo come out?
Like taking the real folk blues are not gonna kill.
When is Shampoo come out?
2003, I think.
Yes, sir.
All right, you got Shampoo.
Right, Battle Cry is.
You got Shampoo.
That's what we said.
I'll throw Inuyasha. I'll throw Shampoo.
Shampoo is man. That's
Cowboy Bebop.
Rock the Dragon can't carry.
Rock the Dragon.
If y'all like Samurai
Naruto got plenty of openings. Matter of fact, Bleach's openings.
Yeah, Bleach has got some fire. You right?
They slap. Matter of fact, season 1 of Bleach is still my favorite opening. For Bleach, at least.
Asterisk song. Oh, and Eureka 7's intro songs and outro songs are heat.
I gotta go old school. You gave me Eureka 7. I gotta go old
fucking Foolie Cooley's songs heat.
Ooh, Foolie
Cooley for the 6 episodes had to have
some bangers. Like they not short stopping. Old school guys.
Yeah, but I would rather actually listen to new school music than the old school music. Like all that stuff was great when I was 13, but I'm not listening to that shit today.
See, I can't act like
it was great when I was 13.
I've listened to Smile Bomb within the last week. I can't act like
I'm just saying Smile Bomb can't carry the whole argument. That's what I'm
like.
I don't know, bro.
Because you got a bunch of episodes. You got a bunch of episodes like you listen to Dororo's intro? Craziness.
I'm gonna give it to
Party Isn't Over. That's just nastiness.
I'm giving it to old.
I'm giving New Gen on that
just because of Yu Yu Hakusho soundtrack. Just because of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh my god.
He all the way through.
Vote for why because Yu Yu Hakusho slams like that's
all the way through.
Opening. That's probably my favorite opening. To be real,
I'm giving new school.
Even for the villains in that show, they got good openings. So.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like when the battle starts, it's like wanna.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Like
I don't know. Listen,
Pokemon. I don't think no intro is harder than Pokemon. So I don't know.
I think Yu Yu Hakusho's intro is harder than Pokemon.
Harder than Pokemon?
Yeah.
You know
they're in the same category.
I will be fair to some. Even Dragon Ball Z.
You don't know
Dragon. Besides that,
I do. I can sing you multiple songs from Yu Yu Hakusho right now.
Vegeta's build up in Dragon Ball Z is really good. Like just and just that build up.
It's multiple.
They
go into a round to a faceless town. I need to feel the touch of a friend. The countryside. I wonder. Don't try me, Craig. I know that.
It ain't the whole song. It ain't the whole song.
I don't know where to go.
I'll give you that. I like
I'm sorry, but Naruto Shippuden, Black Clover, Fire Force, Promised Neverland, Dororo is like. They're all kind of carrying a little bit harder. We are missing a lot. I mean,
I feel like
hold on. Tag on Titan, Tokyo Revengers. They're carrying a little bit harder.
But I ain't really.
Yeah. We already said Yasuke. We already said To Your Eternity. Just like they're kind of carrying a little.
Now we turn on the One Piece rap.
So even the Gundam ones was good back in the day. G Gundam.
Now y'all turn on the Poke rap
songs were good.
Yeah. Nah, Poke rap is trash, bro. I don't want to hear that.
I ain't worried about that. Even the Gundam.
That shit don't even rhyme. That niggas
gotta catch him on Pokemon.
Yeah.
No, rap it.
No, I like the first
one. It. You gotta
first one is the best.
Y'all, Craig jacking that Pokemon Johto.
First one is the best.
I mean, Johto was good, but like
that,
the
like that, right?
From the first movie.
I like that you caught that. I like that you caught that.
Pokemon Johto. Hey, no, I'm jacking New Gen for ultimate
that
for
soundtrack
music.
of that first movie is slapping. I don't care nobody say.
Yo, every time those Pokemon be around Ash crying when he gets turned to stone, it hits me right in my soul, bro.
Every time.
Nothing
They
beats
be
the
like,
first
bro,
movie.
It hits me so hard.
Brother.
I never rewatched the movie, bro.
Hold on, Craig. For Villain Saga opening? Come on, man.
I love Villain Saga. You know this. You know I'm a Villain Saga fan.
I'm going new school for music. Even though Samurai Champloo had a stronghold.
You betray Smile Bomb like that? How dare you?
You can't
Smile Bomb's
bro.
not carrying. It can't carry 2022.
OJ got 5 shows that carry on their own. Bleach, Naruto,
OJ got
Dragon Ball.
I got
Dragon.
You got Naruto Shippuden. You got
Dragon Ball Z. Man, I
don't even know like Full Metal. Some of their songs is relatively fine. I don't know.
I'm going New Gen for music.
I got the old.
I'm gonna go old school.
Here we go. Here we go.
Old school for music, bro. I'm sorry. Really not sorry, but you know what I mean?
Like, I mean, new school got bangers. Don't get me wrong.
They do got bangers, but
old school.
Everything you know what I say. You know what I say. Everything at the butt is bullshit.
I ain't got no butt. They got bangers.
No, Craig had it. Craig had it. They had bangers, but
that old school.
All right, Smile Bomb carried most of y'all arguments, so I appreciate that.
I ain't hear the other 20 shows we named. That's cool. That's cool.
It wasn't 20. It was like 5. Get out of here.
Oh, okay.
All right, so powers.
Okay, now
I gotta go new school. This is
now we already know this is
new school.
Come on, we already know this is new gen easily.
I'm going new gen because
breathing. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Old school got Nin. You know, Nin's the best power system in the world. So old school wins because they have Nin.
The most like balanced and complex.
I'm mad that Hollywood shook his head in agreement. Like, yeah,
no, Nin is the most balanced power system that's probably made, but the powers aren't the coolest. It's like, no,
it's ass though.
It's not. No, the system itself is fine. It's not ass. No, it's
ass though.
Every other power system is unbalanced as shit.
But
it's ass though.
Unbalanced or not, when we talk about powers,
I said they're not the coolest.
Are they OP? I said
they're not the coolest. It's just the system is balanced.
They can be.
It ain't the coolest.
Yeah, like since forever in the original Hunter x Hunter, when Uvogan does his punch, they say it's as powerful as a nuclear missile.
Ooh,
like. Ooh, nuclear missile. That's not strong.
Craig wasn't impressed.
Never twice. Beats a lot of abilities. I'm not gonna cap to you. It beats a lot.
Never twice. All right, so we got curse energy, we got breathing, we have what else?
Infinity.
We have gluttony.
Gojo's carrying. I'm not even gonna cap about it. He carrying.
We had commandments. We got what else we got for new gen?
Shoot, Gother meditating, screwing people's mind, rewriting memories.
Oh, now we turned on devil fruits and stands.
Yeah,
we turned on devil fruits, stands. Heart of the Cards, Key, Chakra, Bankai.
Power of the Cards is outright plot armor. Key is basic. That's outright plot armor. Key is basic.
That's exactly.
So, like, we talking about just flat out cool powers. Most of the magic in Black Clover will be most of the things we named.
Damn.
Magic. It's just magic. Or Grimoire. I'm sorry.
Mercury magic. If I want to do something like this, most of that would be.
What are you doing with Mercury magic besides people's
powerful
in grandma's house?
Cool and unique. Not powerful. Not powerful. Unique and cool. Not powerful. Unique and cool. Not powerful.
I'm being facetious.
I love Goku.
I'm being facetious,
but the power ain't the coolest.
Yeah, but we also got, you feel me? We also got One Punch Man. So
see, the thing about One Piece,
hold on.
All devil fruits are not that impressive.
You got quirks. You got Shield Hero.
A bunch of the devil fruits are relatively basic to understand. Fire, darkness,
magical
lightning.
Girls.
But not all of them are like the freaking what's that dude from the movie? Ain't like his fruit. The one where he can basically turn himself into Unicron. Now, not all of them are not like him, or not all of them are like Magellan, where they can make any kind of poison. Every devil fruit is not magically.
The usefulness of a devil fruit is the creativity you can put behind it, because it seems like you can do anything within reason. Like a giraffe can become a mech with a devil fruit, which is weird, but it's true.
So not all of them are easy to watch. Like I don't really need to see the giraffe fruit again. Like like not every fruit is necessarily good to see. So it's like not all of them are as cool as others. Some of them are really nice, and then some of them are just like.
So are we going new school or old school for powers?
New school.
Are we going Ki, Chakra, Nin?
I would go new gen because those are power systems, but individual powers. Since you want to wank Nobara's powers are way cooler than most of the stuff I've seen in no gen.
Oh, now you acknowledge her. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because
her powers cooler than mine powers.
The uniqueness of her abilities, the uniqueness of
hold on. We're going. Hold on. We're not naming a few. We're not naming Basilisk. We're not naming Get Backers. We're not naming. Oh, Bon Mito's not cool. All right, cool. I'm just asking.
They nice.
Asking question.
I don't feel it.
Now we turn on Shaman King.
They not ill. Now we turn on Shaman King.
JoJo.
Now we turn on Zatch Bell. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's be real.
You mean
Carcat and Sakura, we're turning on her.
Oh, stop. You pulling out Carcat.
Bell powers are not that good. Let's stop the cap.
This man pulled out.
I watched Zatch Bell. Zatch Bell 2 is out now. They started the sequel. Most of the powers were not that cool. If your name was not Brago, you were not that cool. Gravity magic.
Now we turn on Zatch Bell for Fairy Tail. I get it.
Stop. Okay, my bad, because I can't burn time with friendship plot armor.
I'm just asking a question.
Because I can't burn time with friendship plot armor. Oh, okay, sir.
Now we turn on Get Baggers for Fire Force. I get it. What we're doing.
Fire Force has cooler powers, and all of them revolve around fire.
Damn.
And
Bon Mito,
most of these
the Lightning Lord,
Bon Mito like that. That's crazy.
Like they done figured out a way to make firepower stop time.
This is the one time I'm going to talk about how cool Naruto is. Naruto Shippuden has a lot of cool powers too, and it's new gen.
Not Shiro Tenshin.
You taking new gen back.
Now we turn Bleach. That's crazy.
Shoot, Mob Psycho made psychic powers look amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget Darker Than Black.
And I don't even want to say
that's adult My Hero.
But Demon Slayer done made, and this is in the recent season, so I gotta do sound breathing made it look amazing in season 2.
Oh, and he's cheap.
Sound breathing. They ain't gotta go that part. Sound breathing looked amazing.
Yeah, now we turn.
Shout out to the people that think Tengen is stronger than Rengoku.
Oh shit! Who said that?
A lot of people said.
A lot of people.
Them anime only niggas is just like. Shout out to the people that didn't watch the last episode of season 2. It's just like, oh my god, Rengoku's so amazing. I can never be strong as him. But he said that out of his mouth.
The demon that killed Rengoku, the demon that killed that they kill is not.
No, we're not using logic, Craig. Craig, we're not using logic. Craig, we're not using logic at all. We're not losing logic. Upper Moon 3 versus Upper Moon 6. We're not using logic. One fought by himself, the other people had
even if you was an anime only watcher, that's 2 + 2, bro. Like
no, we're using logic here.
To be fair,
most people don't have logic.
To be fair, if Tanjiro and them weren't there, Tengen would have died, and
super dead.
To be fair, if they weren't there, Rengoku would have got one shot in his sleep. So
yep, because Akazu would not have no reason to.
Also facts.
I mean,
all right. So are we going? We're going new gen for powers then.
Bakugo make his sweat.
Yeah, I'm gonna take new gen. I'm
going new gen.
Shout out to Bakugo.
Bakugo makes his
Y'all
sweat.
just be trolling, bro. You've been saying so. We just go.
Cause somebody got to fight for the win. Yeah, man. Y'all just straight up say easy.
All right. So hold on. Realistically, it's 3 up. It
had to be somewhat objective.
It's 3 up right now, Craig. So Let's go to Game 7 right now. Memorable moments. What are we doing? And Goku goes Super Saiyan to take the lead.
I'm taking old
Nah,
Gen.
they had 3.
Memorable moments.
Yeah, MC. Hold on. They had plots, MCs, side characters. Villains had New Gen, music, and maybe. Sorry, I forgot y'all did that.
Yeah, you want to give the New Gen.
I don't know.
My bad.
I'm gonna lean toward New Gen on this right now, just cause seeing Aaron get eaten.
It's 4.
That fucked me up.
It's 4-2 right now. That's fine.
And
memorable, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
if we're going memorable moment, is Goku turns Super Saiyan, and then that clears everything. All right, glad y'all can watch. Appreciate y'all for watching. Turn into.
Hey, I'm literally trying to think of a moment that's beating the father-son Kamehameha wave at the end of Z and Android Saga. I'm literally trying to think of a moment in New
or Gohan even turning Super Saiyan.
I don't.
Dragon Ball Z kills a lot of this argument.
It really does.
All right, so for Ojin to take the lead real quick, and then we can cut the show. Goku turns Super Saiyan, Gohan going Super Saiyan 2, Ichigo going Bankai, Rock Lee dropping the weight, Fire Side Kamehameha,
I was fucking with you on the first 2.
Stop doing that when it comes to Lee, bro. Stop doing that.
Lee dropping the weights was the best thing he ever did. I'm sorry.
I don't know. And I got Goku going Ultra Instinct over Father Son Kamehameha.
No.
Yeah, Ultra Instinct was, but
no, sir.
Nah,
the music was slapping. I give you that. The music was slapping. It don't beat that moment.
Are we going Ultra Instinct over the first time Goku went Super Saiyan?
No.
Well,
I put it over Gohan beating Cell.
Like the Father Son Kamehameha wave.
I'm gonna be honest.
Gohan versus Cell. Gohan versus Cell is the most overrated fight in anime.
It had music.
Nothing.
The Father Son Kamehameha wave. That was like the end of the era. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it trumps it.
What about my boy going?
Hold on, real quick. Goku Kamehameha versus Kefla versus any Kamehameha wave. In the show. So I'm just saying.
Oh no. I would debate that one. I would debate that one. Goku's first Kamehameha wave beam struggle against Vegeta, I would put against it.
Damn.
I don't know, Chief.
Had to go 4 times Kamehameha, 4 times fighting Vegeta Galley Gun. I would put that in.
That's not even my favorite part of that arc.
That's my favorite Kamehameha wave. Period.
That's hard. I'll give you that.
The first beam struggle.
I also would say Vegeta sacrificing himself was a great moment as well.
That's the pillar.
Yeah, even though I think it's stupid now, that was crazy hype when I was a kid. So
right,
I still think. Is it fair? Is it fair to say Naruto has no moments besides Rock Lee and Naruto and Sasuke fighting?
We're talking about just
when my boy showed up after Pain destroyed the village.
Right, like we're talking about moments.
No, I'm saying Naruto, not Shippuden. I'm saying Naruto has 2 moments. That's it. It's Sasuke versus Naruto, the first fight. The waterfall fight, whatever. And Rock Lee dropping the weights, and that's all Rock Lee ever did. But Shippuden just carries everything after that. So
I feel like
it is what it is.
Shippuden, it's all Shippuden.
I mean, for me,
now we turn on the rooftop fight.
Well, nobody cares.
It wasn't even that much of a fight.
Honestly, no, that wasn't a moment for me.
I'll give them. Tenshin vs. Saito was one of the ones.
I do like that fight.
And your man got beat with a belt, but that be.
I hated every time.
Hold on, Like Tenshin versus Saito or Afro versus Justice. What are we doing?
Saito.
I mean,
what are we doing? What are we doing?
You being
I'm asking you a question that pertains to the conversation. Okay.
It was
or Afro versus Justice. What are we doing?
I'm going
Kenshin. I go Afro and Justice. It's a little bit more emotional meaning in that fight versus the one against Saito.
One Kenshin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kenshin turned to the manslayer in the Saito fight. That's what gives him more meaning. But
they got one meaning in Afro fight the person they killed his dad.
I feel
I'm just asking a question.
They gonna have one meaning in that. This man fought for that headband for years to get that run back.
That's a fact.
All right, so Spike versus Vicious or Brandon versus it's up there, or Brandon versus Harry going against any New Gen moment.
I mean, if I'm gonna be the shout out for some New Gen moments, the United States of Smash, Deku versus Muscular, the Black Clover deadlock where they went and jumped old boy who was finna kill Fenrir, and they jumped his little brother, which is probably one of the best shock moments where they surrounded one, better than the Naruto one and better than the Bleach one. If I want to be the one that's gonna shout that one out for people. Demon Slayer, the fight where he fought Rui, the entire fight of Tengen versus the brother when he had one arm and fighting with his other sword inside of his mouth, and that entire fight sequence was beautiful.
Don't forget Levy versus a Beast Titan.
Levy versus Beast Titan. You can say that. I'll say Black Flash with old boy who was tapping his hand against.
Yeah, I say
Boogie Woogie.
Pottery versus Julius Novachrono in Black Clover. Love that.
Julius is nice.
Clean.
Oh, New Gen got Goku versus Jiren though.
This is true. It's kind of super in that it does have like Ultra Instinct moment, even though I don't think it's.
Don't forget. New Gen got a Shimmer versus Show. Super cool.
Shimmer Show is good. Look, unfortunately, the best moments of that fight of that show has not been animated yet. But let me see. Black Flash is good. Demon Slayer, other stuff. Demon Slayer.
Also, is New Gen taking the?
No, I still got.
I got. Oh, what One Piece got for the old Gen?
See, all the coolest One Piece fights are made in the New Gen time, though. Like
all the moments you remember because they have better
moments.
We're not jacking. Hold on. Old Gen got Charizard versus Magmar. We're not.
I would say Ash turning the phone is also good. Now, if I wanted to give a One Piece moment I personally like from Old Gen, it's probably Luffy putting Arlong through 5 flights of stairs in Arlong Park. Yeah. That is one of my personal favorites.
Flipping that fucking building over.
Once he remembers, oh, this is Nami's actual like jail cell, I'm gonna put you through this place and tear it down. That's probably one of my personal favorites in like Old Gen when it
we're not jacking Grimjaw versus Ichigo.
No. Zoro, nothing happened.
Nothing happened is I can't lie, it's not a
great moment.
That is. I can't lie, it's not. That's one of the most memorable moments for the show.
Are we not jacking Appaloosa? Ippo versus Sendo? We're not jacking that.
I don't really watch that.
I know. Everybody watches Haiku.
No, I don't watch that either.
Macroso's basketball.
A lot more moments. It's just
I don't watch
moments hit harder. I think it's like they hit harder to me.
Yeah, I feel like
your man Rock Lee only had one moment in the whole show. That's crazy.
I think the thing that New Gen really has an advantage over with these memorable moments is the music. Because like music in anime is different now. Like before, it was like a static song that we would just listen to the whole time.
I mean, Kamina's death is New Gen.
It swells and it builds and things like that, and it evokes more emotion from you in those memorable moments. Like I really think, like I didn't feel emotions other than hype when I was a kid watching anime for the most part, but like now watching anime, I feel all kinds of shit.
Oh well, do the Nina moment count for Full Metal Alchemist?
I guess
it can because they say that for still being a bad dad.
I mean, he's a bad dad.
I really feel like if that moment wasn't in that show, nobody would talk about Full Metal Alchemist. That is the only thing people ever talk about with that show.
In a negative fashion, man. I don't know.
Yeah, but nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about that. They only talk about that.
They talk about Roy.
No, they don't. You talk about
in Brotherhood.
Yeah, I mean, if we're doing top 5, is definitely if we're talking top 5, is definitely Nina getting fused, and then it's Roy and Envy, and then it's father versus Elric, and then it's just like Elric versus Pride. That it's just like
don't nobody
whatever you want to talk about at that point.
Yu Hakusho, let me think. Genkai passing, the Darkness Dragon, Cool Bar getting stabbed. Like, Yu Hakusho got a few.
I didn't feel it.
A few. I'll even
You got some moments.
Boy got rid of the asteroid.
Yusuke died the second time.
Yeah, Yusuke put in Genkai's orb in him, and
that's why I said the spirit orb test with Pooh.
Yusuke turning
to watch,
getting taken over by Ryzen. That
yeah, it was fire. What?
That's where it started to go bad for me.
Cool Bar's meltdown in season 4. Like Cool Bar had some speeches. He has some speeches when they were stuck in the dimensional orb. He's like, "No, this is not how it's supposed to go. We're the heroes. Just this is
his
right."
Speech. His best speech is the one right before he died, where he's like, "There comes a time in a man's life where he has to go, and I'm not gonna go with any regrets." Like, we know.
Cool Bar.
I got a moment for you. When you do Exodia against Kaiba. There's your moment right there. Or when Kaiba was finna jump off
Exodia obliterate
and win in Duelist Kingdom. There's your moments.
Yeah, when Kurama put my guy in an infinite death loop, that's a moment. That shit's crazy.
I know when Bandy Keith pulled out the Thule.
Pulled out
clock.
Right. Bandy Keith pulled out the bigger 9.
When Gon snapped out.
Yo, this is a kid's card game. No, bigger 9.
You said when Gon what?
No, I'm saying when Gon snapped out.
Bigger 9.
Yeah.
When Gon
you stupid, bro.
Yo,
bigger 9.
Bigger 9.
Fully burst. You know what I mean?
When Killua took my guy's heart out and put it in a baggie.
Ugly.
Yeah.
I will say when Kurapika bought that boy that shovel, it's like, I'm gonna use this shovel on you. I just want to let you know.
Right.
This
is for you.
I'm gonna use this shovel.
Like I think it's crazy. You can make anything with Nin. Kurapika had like the best Nin powers. He could do literally anything, and he was like, I want to kill these niggas specifically. Like, damn. God,
that was a contract, though.
Don't forget.
That was only because he's a special generation of people.
Exactly.
Right?
He had
right.
Exactly. He had the strongest
when he fights them.
To wrap it up, just Griffith when had to sacrifice the Band of the Hawks. But other than that, just
when he did what he wanted to do for power, So when
he got the yams and was just like
in front of Guts,
He was in them
guts
in front of Guts.
Other than that, 4-3, Old Gen wins, I guess. Are we giving memorable moments to the new gen?
No.
There's power.
I mean, I'd give it a new gen still, but I mean, that's just me.
I think new gen has more. Well,
I got old gen by a lot.
But old gen hit harder.
I definitely got old gen on that one.
In a lot.
All right, so I'm just lying.
Give Demon Slayer like the rest of
that's 2 and 2, bro. Cam, that means that you the tiebreaker.
Demon Slayer gets animated. I'm gonna revisit this.
I gave the new gen. Once
Demon Slayer gets animated, I can revisit this easily. And maybe my hero.
Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time can't carry.
Yeah,
but y'all had some.
Thing you want to carry.
We just named a shit ton.
Y'all had your. I say y'all had your moment. Y'all had Gong.
Like if we started talking about new gen shows, we can name a bunch of moments like that too, though.
You're a traitor.
So I mean,
not you.
Who's a traitor?
I'm talking about Cam.
Oh, fair enough.
Cam talking about the Super Saiyan can't carry, and then all of a sudden go straight to new gen. I'm done with you, Smile Bomb traitor.
I said Gong. I said Rock Lee. I said Ichigo. I said all that.
Smile Bomb traitor.
You said Vicious getting shot wasn't one of them. Okay, cool.
It's all right. Like, for a moment.
You said Azodio obliterate. All right, Azodio obliterate.
I'm more of a Slifer of the Sky Dragon.
Azodio obliterate over Vicious getting shot.
I like that too. Or Obelisk the Tormentor.
Absolutely.
See, I let snuffing the dude out in the alleyway.
Where it got dark.
Yeah.
Where you got dark right
now. I still already Calcos.
And we really
yeah, we was. This was a conversation instead of a countdown. So we gotta talk. You know, but this is the end of the conversation. So, you know, Hollywood, rep where you got to rep. They can find you at
Hollywood Sensei, man. What it sound like tomorrow? You know what I mean? We got our playlist episode, you know. But yeah, Blerd Cartel, Blerd Approved Entertainment. Follow me on TikTok, Hollywood_Sensei 215.
All right.
Craig, comment.
Blerd Cartel, you know what I mean? Blerd Improvement. Catch me on Universal Debates. Catch me on Then and Now podcast sometimes, you feel me? Catch me on What It Sound Like, you know what I mean? We got some things popping. Catch me on my IG. It's as mentioned right here. So yeah, holla at me.
Yeah, Monterey Hudson.
Boy, Monterey Hudson back on the Blerd Cartel.
All right, too. Izuzu.
And whatever. You can catch me on Instagram. Catch me on TikTok under Monterey Hudson. Click on the link tree. Be on the Blerd Cartel, Overall 99 Media, and Broke Ugly Dudes podcast. Come see what I got to say.
You notice when I invited on their shit, but I you know what I said.
I mean, they've been in here. You are invited.
Interesting.
It was never said. That's interesting.
Intriguing. But you can catch me at What It Say, Itaizuku, on all platforms. You can even catch me on Spotify. You can catch me on your way to work. You don't even gotta look at my face. You can just listen to my music. And it don't even got my voice in it, G. You don't even gotta hear what the fuck I'm talking about. You don't gotta hear no nerd shit. You can hear beats, dog. That's all I'm saying. Look me up on all platforms. Literally all them websites you like to go to, I'm on all of them, and I got some shit for you.
Respect.
Main Spider Can, AKA AK head of the table. Catch on here at least 5 days a week. On here round table. Bay Chan on Tuesdays, What It Sound Like on Thursdays, Friday Night Air on Fridays, Sports on Sundays. You know, we'll be at BlerdCon this year, so come check out our booth, check out our Spotify playlist, catch out the merch we're gonna have. So we got some plans coming. We're gonna cross pollinate you on Monterey shows.
Nigga, you got hearing aids?
Got AirPods.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Wow.
I don't know my insurance covers that, but I'll look into that in the near future, maybe 20, 30 years down the line when I might need one. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Good episode. Come through with more discussions. Limit your top fives a little bit. You know, we catch y'all next week. You know, we out this, John.
Let's see what we got.